What's up, y'all? I'm gonna drop a video for you here. It's about honesty, man. Everybody talks about how they appreciate honesty, right? They want an honest guy, they want an honest girl, they appreciate honesty, right? Like, honesty is, I'm all about honesty, people will tell you. And what they really mean is like, don't lie to me about important things, but don't be completely honest if it's gonna hurt me. That's what they really mean. Don't call me out on things that I don't want to be called out on. Don't be so honest that you're going to call me out on things. People don't, a lot of people really aren't comfortable with being called out on stuff. Now, granted, nobody likes it, but some people are a little more comfortable with being called out than others are. They receive it better. They're able to receive constructive criticism as long as it's given with good intentions. Now, intentions are everything. I always tell people, check the intentions. Every time someone speaks to me, addresses me, comes at me with any kind of request, demand, just to portray any kind of information, lay it on me, I'm always questioning the intention, the motives. Because to me, that's what really matters. It's not really, these emotional people these days will tell you it's all about the approach. It's all about the approach, right? Your approach could have been better. Your approach could have been different. The reason why you're getting hit with that so much, guys, is because, and I'm saying guys, keyword guys, because it's usually us real guys that are getting hit up with that. Now, unfortunately, we live in a very soft society these days, like dramatically sensitive society, hypersensitive, like I'm not even talking about regular sensitive. It's okay to be sensitive. I'm not shooting down sensitivity like I want to slice its throat and finish it. No, what I'm saying is hypersensitivity is just as toxic as an out of control, temperament. Guys, I just recently watched Unbroken. It's a really good movie. In 2014, Leo Zipernelli, I believe was his name, the main protagonist in the movie. Based on a true story. And back when we were fighting Japan, the Japanese put up a good fight, and these boys were going over the ocean. He was in a bomber. Bomber gets taken down. They're in the ocean fighting the sharks, you name it. He survives through that, gets found by a Navy ship, a Japanese Navy ship, him and the pilot. They get taken into, a slave camp. And I don't want to ruin the whole movie, but watch the movie. I sat down and made my son watch this movie because to me, it's a perfect movie to like really open the eyes of a young mind to what Memorial Day is really about, right? Memorial Day is not about a 3-day weekend. It is not about a barbecue or your trip to the beach, right? Because you got a 3-day weekend. Memorial Day is about the real heroes. We live in a society that is quick to want to replace real heroes with make-believe heroes. So they will make, Iron Man and Captain America and Spider-Man and everybody else your superhero, all the Marvel DC ones, right? And they'll shove that in all the kids' face, even the adults' face, to where they geek out on that. And this make-believe fiction world of superheroes, right, is what they end up idolizing and investing all their time in. They'll watch every Avengers movie there has ever been made. They wait with excitement, clenching at their teeth, just eagerly waiting for the next Avengers situation to be released, right? And I'm not against that. Like, I went to the theater and I watched the Avengers and I watched Marvel and I watched DC and I watched Joker and I watch all that stuff. It's entertainment. What's wrong with being entertained and having a little bit of fictional fun, right? It's all about balance, people. We don't want to go too overboard, but then at the same time, too much of anything is bad, and that's what I'm getting at. Too many people are just living in that fake world of fake superheroes, right? And in reality, they're not ever coming back down to the real world and learning the names of the real heroes that gave them the opportunity to live in this society, in this country, where they can go stuff their face with popcorn at the theater and enjoy their little fictional heroes and their safety and the beauty of their economy and the infrastructure that we have set up in this country like no other country. Like our bridges, our roads, our labor unions, everything you can imagine that was fought and paid for is what Memorial Day is about, right? And we live in a society where if you watch movies like Unbroken, you go and you realize how soft men are. Like, feminism's completely attacked and destroyed masculinity. Masculinity is looked down on. And masculinity is to the point where they will just be like, your approach is too hard, going back to what I was saying, right? Your approach is too hard. You need to work on your approach. You're too aggressive. You hurt my feelings. And all these people and their tender, precious little hypersensitive feelings put you in this box. They're quick to want to demasculate you and feminize you and make you this super gentle, oh, I'm so aware of my approach on everything that comes out of my mouth, like feminized so-called man. And men aren't built that way. We're straightforward, man. We're straight to the punch. We go right for the meat and the potatoes, man. Like, we don't have honey on the lips. Like, we give it to you how it is. So especially with men, I go back to my original point, especially with men, ladies, I'm asking you, if you want a real man in your life, you better get good at learning to check the intentions. Because you won't always like his approach. You won't always, he's not always going to rub you right with his delivery. And that's just like, what do you want? What do you want? One of the Backstreet Boys that sings you songs and has this little feminine approach but looks the part of a man, with his fancy little haircut and fancy little outfit. Like, if that's what you want, then go get you one of those beta types. But if you want a real masculine man, learn to get good at checking his intentions. Because by all means, if his intentions aren't good, stand your ground with them. Do it with respect, do it with class, but stand your ground. Don't tolerate it. If you ever have to feel like the intentions need to be questioned, don't be afraid to question them. And make him be accountable and clarify those intentions to you. So that there's clarity on the intentions, right? You always want there to be clarity on the intentions. Because the intentions are what really matter. That's the real substance that you should be pursuing. Unfortunately, women don't care to check the intentions, the majority. And I'm not going to put you all in a box. There's a lot of women with wisdom and maturity, and they do this. They do this, and God bless their hearts. We wish there was more of them, right? But this is to the ones that, don't even really think about this. This is like a foreign language to them. They're just like, what? What do you mean, check the intentions? But I know how I felt on how he said it. And it's all about feelings to them. It's never the intentions, it's how it felt. They're emotional creatures. Every decision is based on a feeling and how that feeling was received, whether it was received positive, whether it was received negative. That's all these women care about. They will decide, the deciding factor of whether they stay in a relationship or they don't. The deciding factor is 100% feelings. It is never the intention, the commitment. It is never the reputation. Think about it, man. Does this man, you have to learn who to give the benefit of the doubt to and who not to. Is this man someone you've been with long enough to give him the benefit of the doubt? Yes or no? Simple, very simple question. No need to argue there, right? Just answer that honestly to yourself. It's not even up for debate. You answer that in the bottom of your heart, nice and honest to yourself. Have I been with this man long enough to where I can honestly say, I know I can give him the benefit of the doubt? If you've been with someone over a year, that's usually what it takes. It takes a year. It takes a year to really get to know somebody and understand what their real intentions are towards you. To understand if they're really for you or against you. Now, you might not like their approach, you might not like all those other things, but is their intentions consistently proven to you over the year that you've got to know them as someone that's truly for you, not against you, but for you, someone that's truly looking out for you, that has your best interest at heart, right? If he's proven with consistency to have his best interest, then by all means, watch out, right? But like, if the guy's proven opposite of that, give him the benefit of the doubt. Check the intentions. Okay, I know this guy, right? I know this guy. I know he doesn't have premeditated ill intentions towards me. I've known him for 2 years, right? I've known him for a year, 10 years, whatever it may be. Anything over a year. You can honestly look at yourself and say, I know this guy. First year, sometimes some people are a little more transparent. In 6 months, you could say you truly know them. Some people are a little harder to figure out. It takes a year, minimum. In a year, I don't care how reserved you are. In a year, I know who I'm dealing with. If I've been around you for a year, I know exactly who I'm dealing with. It's all it takes. If it takes you longer than that, you really need to work on yourself a little more to be able to discern who you're around. Invest in yourself a little more. Like, guys, like, I've been around. I'm not fresh off the porch. I'm not in my 20s, anymore. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not young and dumb. I know by now. In 6 months minimum, no more than a year, I already know who I'm dealing with. Right? So I check people's intentions, and I know who to give the benefit of the doubt to and who not to. So if this is someone that I've known and I've been in a relationship with her for 2 years, and I've seen her intentions, I know she has a beautiful soul. I know her heart. Like, nobody needs to convince me on that. It's not a salesman knocking on my door trying to sell me on that. I know, I've confirmed that through being around her, through seeing the consistency in her soul, in her nature, in her character, right? I know who she is. Ladies, have you been around with your man for a year and you've been around this dude? Then put your feelings, put your precious, tender, little hypersensitive feelings over here, right? And just put them aside for 1 second. You can come back and grab them and have them. Nobody's telling you to put them away forever. Just for a second, just put them over here for a second and entertain, like, focus on what I'm telling you, right? Check the intentions. Is he for you or is he against you? Can you give him the benefit of the doubt or can you not? If you can, act like it. Put your feelings aside and act like it. Because, man, we feel loved by feeling respected. If we don't feel respected, we'll never feel loved. Now, you, ladies, you might be saying, but I love him. I really do. Like, I promise. Like, cross my pinky. Like, pinky promise. Like, cross my heart, hope to die. Like, whatever. I believe you. I believe that you love him. I believe it. But he doesn't. He doesn't believe it. And he never will believe it until he feels respected. That's just the reality. I don't make up the rules, y'all. I play by them like everybody else does. I understand this is a rule. This is not an opinion. This is a rule. Make a simp feel disrespected all the time, he'll tolerate it. Why? Because a simp comes from a place of scarcity. He comes from a mindset of, I better not lose her. Who else is I gonna want to? Nobody's gonna want to be with me. I'm not gonna be able to get nobody else. Like, this is all I can get. I don't want to be alone. I'm afraid to be alone. I gotta put up with this. That's how simps think. That's how beta, weak-minded men think. They come from a mindset, and this is not to insult them either. I gain nothing from insulting them. But it is what it is, guys. Call a spade, right? These guys are afraid. That's why they tolerate it. They don't like being disrespected. They don't like not being given the benefit of the doubt, right? They don't enjoy that. I've seen circumstances I personally witnessed where a girl will straight smack her man in public. And the dude's like, babe, what the hell? Chill out. What's your problem? Why you hitting me? Like, I swear. Like, I know it's not good to swear, but I swear on the Holy Bible, the day a woman puts her hands on me. Now, I was raised not to hurt a woman. I would never hit a woman. I would never hurt a woman. Under any circumstance, I'm man enough to take a smack and walk away. But I swear she's dead to me. Dead. She took the shovel, she dug a 6 feet hole, and she buried her damn self. Because there's no resurrecting that ever again for me. She puts her hands on me. And there's other ways a woman can be dead to me too. She don't have to put her hands on me. And that is when you love someone enough to constantly like just be reaching out and saying, babe, 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 like please, like I need you to understand what I'm saying. I don't know why you're like coming at me like this. I don't get it. Like, what am I really doing to deserve this? I'm not perfect, I get it, but I'm trying so hard to be a good man. I really am. I'm really trying to be so like don't fault me for my masculinity. Don't crucify me for my approach. Okay? I'm not you. I'm never gonna be you. I'm the guy that's gonna run like a bull at anyone with his horns out, without hesitating, without blinking, without hesitating, like a bull, head on. No matter what the consequences towards anything that tries to come and hurt you or anyone in our household. That's the guy I am. Do you value that guy? Like, guys, I was watching the movie Unbroken again. If we had to go to war, like those boys had to go to war. They didn't want to go to war. They were drafted. It's like it or not, you're going. If we had to go to war again like that, Japan, China, Russia, you name it, I'm telling you, they would mop the floor for us if it was real combat like it used to be. Maybe technology, yeah, I get it. But like if we literally had to take on parachutes and jump out of planes, or they were jumping out of planes and parachutes here in our own backyard, I swear to God, these guys wouldn't last a day these days. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Half of these guys they're so weak they couldn't stand up to their own woman. It's pathetic, y'all. When I was learning to fight, my uncle taught me to take a hit first before he even taught me to give a hit, to throw a hit. And he would pin me down and just punch me and punch me and punch me. And I'd be like, what the hell? I hate this guy's like a monster. He's evil. What is he trying to do? And he'd just punch me and I'd cry and he'd keep hitting me. He wouldn't stop because I was crying. And he'd say, that's pain. Get used to pain. Get used to pain. You want to learn to fight? You got to learn to take a hit first and not freak out. Most of these men, you hit them in the face and they freak out. They freak out. They panic. They don't know what to do. They fight with emotion, not with control. Right? A real fighter is always controlled. He's looking at where his feet is positioned, where his hips are positioned, which hands come in here, which hands go in there. He's controlled. No matter how many times you've hit him in the face, in the back, and wherever, that dude is staying in control. He's feeling the pain, but the pain doesn't have him. He has that pain under control. Real men are very, very in control, even when in pain. Do you want a real man, or do you not? That's a decision you have to be honest with. Now, some women don't want a real man. They just want, the cookie cutter image of a man. There's men that I'm talking about like just guns galore. Boom, boom. These guys are built, right? Standing next to me, they look like a behemoth, right? I know a few of them. Guys 6'7" tall, 250 pounds, freaking massive, right? And their woman, 5'4", right? Runs them like a child, runs them like a little punk, punks them. What, babe? What? Oh my God, chill out. That's what they sound like around these women. Big, tall, tough guys, right? So here's what I'm telling you. The point of the video is learn who deserves for you to give them the benefit of the doubt. Who has earned that with consistency, right? My girl, I told her flat out from the beginning, I said, listen, I don't trust you yet. I want to trust you, but I don't trust you yet. The goal is to be able to trust you. That's what I told her, flat out from the beginning. But I haven't given you a reason not to trust me. So you haven't given me enough reasons to trust you. I don't just give trust out for free. You have to earn that crap. That's why it means a lot to people that I've given it to. Because I got eyes on the back of my head with everyone. I got very low expectations of everyone. I don't give anyone high expectations. And what happens is, over time, I see their character. I pay attention. 6 months, a year goes by. I'm like, yeah, this is someone I can trust. So it came to the point where I looked at her one day, eye to eye, and I said, you know what? I trust you. You've earned my trust. And I could only imagine if she valued that more than right out the gate. Yeah, I trust you, of course. You haven't done nothing to trust me. Yay! It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Trust is earned. It's not handed out for free. People will play a role. They will be wolf in sheep's clothing. Let them show you who their real character is. Let them show you that with consistency over time. Know who to give the benefit of the doubt. And if someone has put in the work to do that, as flawed as they are, as many mistakes as they are, don't ever let your feelings get in the way and play you. Don't ever let your emotions play you to the fact that you already know who this person is, and you can give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, when they're coming at you sideways and you're like, man, what the heck am I doing? I don't deserve this crap. Like, what have I done? Like, seriously, you keep coming at me. You keep coming at me. Just attitude for days, for days, for days. What have I done? Always learn to ask yourself, what else could this mean? My girl's coming at me. Oh, my God, I don't know what to do. You know what that means? It might mean that she's strong enough to know that you can handle it. That it came out wrong. That she knows you're strong enough to know that you can handle it. That's what I meant to say. She knows I'm with a man. He's strong. I can dish it out. He can take it. And it might also means that she knows this guy's proven to me that he sees me as someone worth being with, and he's not a runner. He's not gonna run because I dish a little bit of crap out here and there. You know, we all need to vent sometimes, especially with the person we're with. But like, there's a fine line of how much you can dish out before, no matter how good of a man, he just says enough's enough. I took it, I get you were going through it, like, I'm done taking it. So ladies, like, even with a good man, like, be careful how far you take it. Because when a good man is telling you, he's calling you out, look, I see what's happening, I'm aware, I'm with you, I'm for you, I got you. But you need to tone it down and chill out. Let me remind you, I'm for you. I'm not against you. Stop snapping at me all the time. Woosah, breathe in. Take some time to figure out what's really going on. I get that initially while you're trying to figure it out, you don't even know. So all you do is lash out at me. I get it. You're right. I'm a man. I can handle it, and I'm not a runner. I'm here for you. But you better be doing some serious work to figure this out, because if you think this is just going to continue and I'm going to keep putting up with it, real men don't come from a scarcity mindset. Real men know. They don't think. They know they can find someone else. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, they will replace you. You know why women don't catch attitude with their boss at work? They don't catch attitude with their boss at work because they know their boss will replace them just like that. That's why they're so controlled at work. That's why they think before they open their mouth. That's why they hold back and they pull themselves back before they snap with an attitude, right? They're real careful with their words at work, especially with their boss, right? Why? Because they know they can quickly, easily be replaced. Now, there's some women at work, you know, they're a little more specialized at what they do, and they're a little more in there with the owners, and they know they can push and be a little more disrespectful here and there, and it's going to be tolerated. I'm not saying there are exceptions to that rule, but the majority of women, and this applies to men too. Guys, you got to understand, women also. I'm a man, so I speak from a man's perspective. I'm a man. I don't rarely ever speak from a woman's perspective. You want that? Go to a woman's YouTube channel. You'll get that all day. This is a man's YouTube channel. So I'm going to talk to y'all from a man's perspective. From a man's perspective, I'm telling you, the reason why she won't disrespect her boss, the reason why she won't snap and catch attitude so quickly with him, the reason why she has so much grace and patience with him and is so easily triggered with your dumbass, is because he will quickly replace her and she knows you won't. She knows your weak, pathetic butt is afraid of losing her. Now, don't mistake being invested in something for 2 years, 5 years, whatever it may be. Once you've invested in something like that, and you're not a runner, you're gonna hang on and try to give them a little bit of time, because women are emotional roller coasters, and they're up and they're down and they're up and they're down, and you might be on a downturn with her, but you're gonna hang on because you're like, I got 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, 10 years invested here. Like, I'm strapped in here and I'm getting it. Like, I'm not even liking it, but this is going down hard and fast, but we're soon to turn back up. If you see potential of their soon turn up, then that man is okay to stay. But like, he really has to stand his ground on, you better get this thing in check. And if she doesn't really get serious about that, guys, then be the high value man you are. See ya. No matter how invested you are, no matter how much it hurts, see ya. See ya. I'm telling you, replace her. It'll hurt you for a while. You'll mope, whatever it is. Suck it up. Go out. Forget about it and move on. You deserve better. Learn to love yourself enough to know when people value you and respect you and when they don't. What's the point of being with a woman that gets in a slump, takes it all out on you? You try to be loving and patient and hang in there with her and tell her, hey, relax, woosah, get it together, really figure this thing out for me. It can't stay like this. Like, hello, McFly, anybody home? And she doesn't make an effort. See ya. Next her and move on. You deserve better. Now, if she opens up and she's like, you're right, I'm sorry, I get it, I'm trying to figure it out, I don't know why, you're right, you don't deserve this is unfair, bear with me, I'm putting in the work, I'm figuring this out, you're 100% right, this is not going to continue, I don't know what's wrong with me lately. Then by all means, like, you're invested in that person. Like, we're all flawed, we're all human, right? Nobody expects perfection from anybody. But these women that know that you won't stand your ground with them will never correct. They're on a lifelong pattern of disrespect, snapping at you, the whole 9 yards, because they know you're not going to stand your ground and correct them. You come from a place of scarcity. They know that you're not the boss at their job that will quickly replace them if they don't get their shit together. Even at her job, what do? They write her up, right? They give her a write-up. What happens after your second write-up? Oh, now you're on real thin ice, right? And then your third write-up, what happens? You are terminated. Bye. Clock out permanently. Deuces. That's how you need to look at it. Give her a write-up, right? Second write-up, okay. We're going to have a little more serious talk. This is your second write-up. Third write-up, I am so sorry. So sorry. Clock out permanently. Guys, like, you're either a high value man or you're not. Whether she believes it is irrelevant. Do you believe that you are? See, if my woman stops believing I'm a high value man tomorrow, that's her loss. That's her loss. I know I'm a high value man. I don't need her to convince me of that. I don't look at her as the final say on if I'm a high value man or not. I'm the final say on that. I am who God says I am, and I know who God says I am. First of all, I spend enough time in the Word. I spend enough time alone with God to know who God says I am. I'm not going to let anyone diminish me from that. So again, to recap, we're at 29 minutes. I keep these things at 30 minutes, right? We're going to go a pinch over, but I'm going to do a quick recap. Guys, check the intention. Always. Both guys and girls. It goes both ways. I speak from a man's perspective. Check the woman's intention, guys. Ladies, check your man's intention. How do you know what his intentions are? Hopefully you've been with him at least 6 months to a year. The first 6 months, all you're doing is taking notes and really paying attention. Like, really paying attention, because you're really trying to figure this person out the first 6 months they're in your life. After 6 months, you should pretty much have an idea. After a year, you should definitely 110% know who you're dealing with. It's a freaking shame if you've been with someone more than a year and you still can't give them the benefit of the doubt. Why are you wasting that person's time? Why are you even with them? I tell a girl to her face, why are you with me then? Why are you with me? If I'm all that, when she's shit testing me and giving me all that crap, I'm like, why are you with me? Why would you even want to be with someone that's all those things that you say I am? I'm such a horrible boyfriend, I'm such this, I'm such that. Well, why are you with me then? Like, seriously, if you really believe in your heart of hearts that that's who I am, like, for the love of God, I don't want you to be with someone like that. Let me free you. Go be with someone that's clearly not that. That don't mean I believe that I'm that. Only a fool argues with a fool, right? You want to be foolish? Don't expect me to lower myself to your level and be a fool with you. I don't believe for 2 seconds. I'm not a fool. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. I know I'm a high value man, regardless whether you see it or not, regardless whether your emotions want to play you and you want to yap all this crap in my face about what a horrible person I am and I'm out to get you and I'm the worst person in the world and I'm blah, 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 blah. And just because I called you out on something, I'm belittling you and this and that. No. I'm calling you out because I'm your man and I want you to do better and I want you to see what you're doing wrong. And men, allow your woman to call you out on stuff. For the love of God, we're a team. We're a team. I want a woman that'll call me out and be like, yo, babe, like, I love you, boo, like everything, but like right here, like this I'm seeing right here, babe, I got to bring this to your attention. What's going on? And again, I'm going to check her intentions. I know her, give her the benefit of the doubt. I know she's coming at me because she cares. What maybe it rubbed me a little rough, right? That's some rough sandpaper when you first hear it, but hey, toughen up, buttercup. Is this a woman that loves you or not? Then take it like a man. Does she have a point? Yes or no? Are her intentions good? Yes or no? Welcome her different perspective. Maybe you didn't see it, but she is seeing it, right? So it goes both ways, y'all. It goes both ways. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be chiseling at each other to work to make each other a better version of each other. Like, I don't want to make her me. She don't want to make me her. Don't defeminize me. Like, don't demasculize me. I mean, don't demasculize me and feminize me. I don't want to defeminize her and masculate her, right? You know, like, I want to make you a better feminine version of you. You should want to make me a better masculine version of me. Right? I value your strengths. You value mine. I'm aware of your weaknesses. You're aware of mine. We help each other. That's what we do. That's what we do. And if you doubt the person's intentions after 6 months or a year, like, freaking stop wasting their time and let them go. Make up your freaking mind. Can you give the person the benefit of the doubt, yes or no? Yes or no? That's what it comes down to. Can you give that